This is a call from the past, right? Give me 1 second. I gotta let my YouTuber or my Tyler Tarot people let them know that I'm on my other channel. Cause this is my throwaway channel that I just. Okay, let's see. Oh, it just popped up. Okay, there it is.
Oh, it just popped up. Okay.
1 second.
Popped up. Okay.
Oh, let's see. Create post. I was gonna go to bed, but I just couldn't sleep. I'm like, fuck it. So I just turned the jacuzzi on. And this is my first time using it since I've had it because they had to fix a part on it. So I was just gonna test it to see if it actually heated up, and it did. I'm like, well, I don't wanna waste that gas without using it. So here I go. I'm tired as hell, but so I have an update for y'all. Well, not really an update. It's something I've been kind of hiding. I've been hiding something I've been doing. So I had been getting these predictions for a while from people, and they kept saying, when you move, you're going to find a relationship like pretty quick, right? And nothing's like official. But I was like, well, because the last time I was afraid to say something because the last time that I made that mistake, it didn't last long after I announced it. Remember that? Who remembers me announcing a relationship back in 2022, 3? I think it was like 2022. So, and I had made a promise because okay, so y'all do remember, okay. And I always told myself, I said, I'll never ever announce it unless I'm pretty sure that it could have some type of substance to it, right? And I always felt like I basically, what do you call it? Not sabotaged, but what do you call it? I felt like I may have like jinxed it, right? But here's the strange thing. I don't think I'm single no more. And I haven't been able to say that in a while. But it's like, it's almost like, it feels weird to say that because I'm like terminally single. But and I have kept it from y'all. It's why I've been a little bit MIA. As you can see, my content slowed down a bit because you know how when something, you know, and so, so, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. You know, I can't hold water from y'all. You know, I can't hold water for long. And it's like, I'm in the definitely, what do you call it? The talking phase. And you know what? First of all, why do y'all feel like y'all have to, like, why do I feel like I gotta tell y'all shit like I owe y'all information, right? But I shit you not, I had psychics telling me. Really, this is kind of me giving them credit. Not even kind of. This is me giving them credit because I had got a bunch of predictions of them saying, when you move, when you change your location, you're gonna have love in your life, and it could come in almost immediately. But keep this in mind. I moved here in September. October, November, December, January, February. It's 6 months after as of today. Well, not really directly, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, so I can't even say I'm single no more. And I lied the other day and I alluded to like me being single still. And I think, The individual got offended. and And that's what sucks about being a public figure. No matter how Z-list I am, I'm still a public figure. And one problem I always had was when I had personal connections, and then I say something online, it always backfired. OnlyFans, okay, this is not OnlyFans, so I can't say that story, but yeah, okay, but yeah, but yeah. But I got a little bit of flack. I don't know why I'm nervous telling y'all all this shit. But I got a little bit of flack because of a comment that I said in a live the other day, like almost like alluding to me being single still. But see, I'm so used to being terminally single that it's just my natural state of mind. But I have to give y'all psychics credit that Y'all told me that when I would move, that I'd find something. Now, this may not be the end all be all, but it's just letting y'all know that y'all do have my freaking energy. So y'all have my energy down pat. So, but I can't give no more information because I'm not going to jinx this one like I did the last one. Because I feel like, do I really think I jinxed it? Jinxed it? No. But I just felt like, okay, it was strange because as soon as I announced that relationship, it literally fell apart right after. And I'm like, thank God I didn't say more or do more because that would have looked really stupid if it fell out. And I was saying all this stuff that's going to go on and then it just fell out. So, damn, I'm so tired of having to climb fucking Mount Everest just to get one thing. I'm so sick of it. I'm fat. I don't like steps. And I'm trying to avoid the elevator. I'm trying to lose some weight. I'm tired of fucking with my clothes on. I'm tired of fucking with my clothes on. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Okay. Give me 1 second. Y'all know I'm obsessed with flossing. I floss all fucking day. Every my teeth are like, please stop. My gums are probably like, please, bitch, stop. I would say it's okay, but it's just like, I shit you not. Them psychics on point, the ones that stay in tune with my energy, thought you were gonna move and find something almost immediately. And I had that told by 2 or 3 of them. And I can't say no more about it. I'm not gonna jinx anything else. But I'll tell you that much, that single is not my status anymore. I can't apply single to my resume now. I can't. I wouldn't say but it's definitely past that phase of, I don't know. I don't even know what to call it, but it is what it is. But y'all were right. But I'm going to commemorate this moment by jumping in the jacuzzi. And I've not got to use this jacuzzi at this house because it's always been, they just did a bunch of work on my pool. Thousands of dollars for a pool, the light, the mechanics, all that. Remind me to never get pool lights again that have color to them because Jesus, they cost a fortune, but they look freaking amazing. All right, 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna show you in a second. Let me get my pool towel. I'm gonna get up in there. But yeah, y'all were right about my love life, and that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all think I'm bullshitting, but it's the truth. And my status hasn't changed since literally 2022, 23. So that's a big deal for me because my status has not changed. And I shit you not, them damn witches in my comments literally said verbatim, it was 2 or 3 of them, said the same thing. This move is gonna bring in more than you think. And one thing is, almost immediately, there's some type of connection coming in. It's when you move, it's when you move. They were even saying this before I moved. So, but yeah, I had I kind of wanted to speak on it sooner, but I was like, no, let's not move too fast. But it's been something. This is not like something that's sudden. I mean, it's sudden, but it's not. It's been like a 2-month process. So just saying, and that's as much as I'm gonna say. Last thing I'm gonna say about it. Now let's get into the pool. Now I gotta take a shower right after the pool. Whew, okay, here we go. Well, that connection didn't really last. That one you're talking about a year ago, that was very short-lived. Most of my connections are, but you never, I feel like my time is, you know, of course it's the basic color first, but like it does change. Ain't that cool? It'll change in a second. It's just kind of acting funky. It ain't acting funky. It's just being, I have it on slow mode where it slowly goes through the colors. Oh, the Wi-Fi. Shit, I'm on the phone that don't have the good. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. It's probably not gonna reach over there, y'all. I don't know if I want to get in. I just wanted to test it to see if it heats up because he just changed the part literally yesterday, the pool guy. He said it's all fixed and your heater's up and working, and I'm just now testing it because I've been kind of riding around everywhere lately. I went and saw Mama today, and then I've just been really busy lately, very preoccupied. And so, look how steamy. I don't think I might get in. I just know it works. I don't think I want to get in. I don't feel like having that pool water on me. It's hot as hell. And what I love about it is it's all controlled by the phone. See, at the Vegas house that I still have, at the Vegas house, I had to go out and manually switch the gears and turn on the heater and the bubbles. This is all by phone. So it's so convenient sitting inside your house and just turning it on. You know what it goes, do y'all remember that stalker? Do y'all remember that stalker's email? The one that said, or sorry, the stalker's letter? Tyler, I'm sick of tuning in and you asking Alexa to heat up your car, asking Alexa to heat up your jacuzzi. And here I am living that exact thing. You know what I'm saying? Who remembers that letter where the person, it was from a guy, like 4-page. I actually found out who that person was, but I'm not gonna put that person's business out there, but I know exactly who it was. It was few years ago. And and he said, Tyler, I'm tired of tuning in and you saying, Alexa, heat up my Cybertruck or Tesla, and Alexa, heat up my jacuzzi. And here I am doing the exact thing. I don't think I want to get in. I don't feel like being, I don't want to be all pool watery. I just know it works. That was the point. I just know it works. Because I've been paying a lot for this pool to get it up and running, to get it in good shape. And I just don't want to, I just wanted to see if it worked. And it definitely works. It's hot as hell in that thing. Now the pool heater works and the jacuzzi heater. Well, they're both the same heater, but they both work and we are up and running. So the pool is officially in running order. It is officially in working order. I just love those different colors. You can switch the colors to a permanent color, but I just let it go through all the different, phases. Look, now it's green, like Nickelodeon green. Now it's like a Ninja Turtle green. On camera, it's not showing up that well. Now it's like a Ariel seawater. Wait, why is red not showing up? There is a red phase in this, I believe. There's purple or violet. There's the pink. Yeah, I had a little bit of a backlash from this individual the other day because I had alluded to being single. But as I explained to this individual, I'm used to being single. That's what I'm used to. So by nature, that's what I address. And so that kind of made me look like I'm playing. So this is me kind of setting the record straight. And I may even mention on my main channel. This is my way of saying I'm serious. Oh, look at that. So cool. Can y'all still hear me? Yeah, I have cameras at the Vegas house. I have camera. Look, that's the first thing I do. Cameras are insurance. You see what I'm saying? And so I can't say more, but it's a lot deeper than what I'm explaining it as. But I think I'll think I'm bullshitting, which is not the case. Like, you know me, I proudly I'll proudly claim I'm single when I'm single. But it's like I have to start, like if I got to tell you what like it is because unfortunately what I've learned is, and this ain't just with love relationships, but it's more so, well not more so, but it also can be like for example, let's say I'm friends with somebody, right? But then I get on a live and say I have no friends, then that person may feel some type of way. I've done that before. How many times have y'all said? How many times have I said, "Oh, I ain't got no friends like that"? And really, there's sometimes I feel like I don't, but I could tell they felt some type of way, like they took it personal. So I'm saying, so I'm kind of having that. That's what sucks about being on social media because I may say one thing as my persona of Tyler Tarot, but then people take that personally that I know personally. And that's what sucks. And that's been like a really double-edged, or not even double-edged, it's been like a pain in my ass. Now, but nothing will make me not do online work. I love that, but that is like one downside to it. You know what I'm saying? And so, because the image I try to, not even try to give y'all, the energy I put out is this person that don't like nobody, which is kind of true. And I also put out an energy of like, don't come near me, don't talk to me. But I think people, if they really knew the real me, I'm actually a little bit more personal than that. Personable, is that the right way to say it? You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, as the persona Tyler Tarot, I'm not going to tell you, oh, I ain't got no friends, I hate people, blah, blah, blah. But I may have a friend or two, maybe an acquaintance, but it hurts people's feelings, and I've had that kind of come back at me very recently, as I said, with the love thing. But then it's come back at me before, like with people that like, well, I thought we were friends, but blah, 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 you said this, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I try to let them know it's like the persona of Tyler Tarot. Now, is Tyler Tarot a real thing? Yes. And sometimes I get carried away with the character. So I'm saying, like, is the tarot real? Yes. Is Tyler real? Yes. But I don't like to show y'all vulnerability. That's the problem. Like the most vulnerable version of myself is on OnlyFans. And what YouTube and Tyler Talks get is like pennies and fucking peanuts compared to what I give OnlyFans. And actually OnlyFans, I'll tell you a little bit more about the situation. I'm gonna tell you more about it. But it's like Eventually, I don't want to jinx anything. But as of right now, I can't say I'm single anymore, which has been which is like a weird thing to me. And now it's out there. And so there you go. But I won't speak of it any more in depth. So I'm saying, not until some time passes, and maybe I'll give OnlyFans the full on, information. So how do y'all feel? Yeah, I came up. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But, and I also wanted to give my psychics credit. I don't even keep in touch with most of these psychics anymore, but I had to give y'all credit because they literally told me that they said, once you move like that, something's going to come in. And I had that told by, I want to say 3 people. And as you can see, they were right. Even if it don't last long, they were right. Something came in. Because in Las Vegas, I had a dry spell. Yeah, Las Vegas is dry like the desert's supposed to be. But not only was the desert dry, the love life was dry. But I get down here to hot Atlanta, moist Atlanta, wet Atlanta, and things have been very hot. Even though the weather's cold, it's been hot. Just put it that way. And so, you remember them telling me that too? See, Sababa can back me up. Sababa saw the predictions too. See, and I've kept it under wraps. Like I said, about 2 months. Um, and I've been kind of MIA lately because you know how when you find something new, you kind of focus on that. But I do have to see, and that's what happened. See, one thing that freaked me out with the first relationship I ever had with the Pisces, one thing that started freaking me out was, and I don't know if y'all remember this, remember when I announced that relationship, right? And what started to freak me out was how inactive I was on my channel. And I had to go, oh shit, I'm neglecting my channel. Um, and I had to start having a balance. Plus, I was getting drunk a lot in that relationship. We love to get drunk. Me and the Pisces. A Pisces liking to get drunk, kind of obvious, right? But I drank a lot in that connection. So not for like depression or nothing. I just had fun. But yeah. And so I started to not like I started to not focus on the channel as much. And that's why I've always been afraid of love connections because let me tell you, I don't care if this offends the person or not. My channel is my lifeline, and it's not just for money. Tyler Tarot has healed me in moments I never thought I'd be healed. I'm about to start crying. Let me not do this. What is? Somebody tell me somebody needs to tell me to get the fuck up off of here. Let me not do this. We're not gonna do this. Ooh, see that? That's actually like happiness too. But oh my god, are you crazy? I can't do this. Let me get off I gotta get off this camera. I cannot believe I just did that. I can't tell y'all how happy I am in this house and how much my life has changed in all aspects. I have never been this happy in my entire life. If y'all knew how much Tyler Tarot heals me, when I say Tyler Tarot, I'm talking about the business, not as me in third person or however you say it. Like this channel has healed me. Being Tyler Tarot has healed me. It healed things in my family. Tyler Tarot brought me closer to my family, closer to my brother, who I haven't been close to in years. But let me stop. can't believe this. And this is truly out of happiness. This is not me being sad or depressed. I just, I look like a pussy right now, and I'm sorry about this. But you know what? You want real, I'll give you real. Like Tyler Terrell has healed me. It healed my family. It's brought my family together. It's made my dreams come true. Being this crazy character. Why are you telling me to stop, Sandra? Are you calling me a pussy? But, and there was this one time this psychic said, you know, I love going to psychics, but actually she sent this unwarranted. She said, little do you know it's Tyler Terrell that heals you. She says, when you're in your darkest moment, it's Tyler Terrell that heals you. And to me, Tyler Terrell is a persona. It's this evil monster that comes out when I turn the camera on. It's this person. I don't know where he comes from. He only shows up when the camera goes on, and he turns off when the camera goes off. Because I've had people meet me in person, or like when they see me out in the wild, they go, Tyler? I mean, it's you, but it's not you. And it's this crazy monster that manifests when it's like almost like when I go live, it says, get the fuck out the way, bastard. I'm gonna take over. But as soon as the camera goes off, I turn into Tyler again. It's like a Hannah Montana bullshit. And if I can't emphasize to y'all how much this channel has changed my life. I've told you a million times, and I'll never stop telling you about how it's healed me, or how much it's changed my life. Like every time I wake up in this house, I just feel like, how the fuck is this mine? Like, is this mine? Something this grand. And I'll never forget Allison from London. Shout out to you, Allison. Shout out. She told me years ago, and I was so mad when she said this, but now I get it. You know how sometimes psychics will tell you things, you go, well, fuck you. But then it comes true. She told me when I had just closed on my house in Las Vegas, which I still own, right? Still have that house. And she said, I was like maybe 2 months after closing. I mean, maybe a month or two after closing, right? 2 months at the max, maybe a month minimum. And I just had closed. All I know is I had just closed a month or two before that. And she says to me, enjoy that home, but that's not your forever home. And I said, Allison, this has to be. I love this house. I love this house. I love this house. No, that's not your forever home. She said, your next home has this big giant theater. She said, it's grand. She said, think grand mansion. I said, Allison, I'm not going to be able to have something like that. She goes, yes, you will. In fact, you'll have many houses in the future, many properties. And she just kept channeling. And when I was getting ready to not really close on this house right here, but when I was getting ready to put my, what was it? I put my offer in, right, for this house. And she said, this woman's creepy. She said, Tyler, who is Stevens? I go, I don't know. Steven? I go, I don't know. She said, look on your real estate card, or look on your contract and see if you see Stevens, Steven or Stevens. And I shit you not, I looked at the file that my realtor had sent me, the file, the PDF, and I shit you not, it said current owners, blank Stevens. And we both like freaked out. I said, Allison, this man and his wife's last name is Stevens. There's no way she could have known that. No way. And she said, this is your house then. She said, this is the house I've been predicting. The mansion with a theater, big, grand, go big or go home. And lo and behold, I got the house. And there was many times where I thought maybe her prediction wasn't right, because during the process, there was a lot of hiccups. We kept going back and forth. They didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do that. And it was like this big back and forth. But finally, they kind of gave in, and they kind of, they repaired things, and they gave me what was it called? Shit. What's that thing called? What is that thing called? concessions where they give you a little bit of the funds back for like things that need fixing. And they did it all, and everything that Allison said was right, down to the fucking last name of the owners that had the house when I bought them from. The point I'm trying to make is like this has been honestly this has been a dream come true. Are y'all listening? This has been a dream come true. And it's just, so yes, I'm no longer, look, I don't care how y'all feel about it. I'm gonna get a bunch of angry emails probably. You know, there's people out there that have a parasocial relationship with me. They think I'm with them. I'm not single no more. Am I saying I'm fully committed? No, because you never know how things will go. But what I consider myself like single, no. And that's the biggest update I'll give you. And as time goes on, I may drop something here and there, you know. But I'm very honest with y'all. Like anytime a connection's come in, I've told y'all. Like when I had that 3-month relationship, I told you about it. And I'm gonna say this. I did have somebody tell me some really negative stuff the other night. Not about my love life. Like that's going pretty good right now. Like that's a rare thing for me to say that my love life's going good. That never happens, right? But this particular person said, you'll only get as big as you'll just be known as just that random YouTuber. And that bothered me because it seemed out of, and that person may be watching right now, which I'm okay with just being a YouTuber. I'm okay with that. It was the tone in which this was said. The tone is what bothered me. It wasn't what was said that was bothering me. It was the tone. It just seemed, if you'd heard it the way I heard it, you would see why I felt that way. So I got to stop like letting people read me like that, because it just kind of like, you'll never get that. You'll never get that. You'll just have this, and people only see you as a YouTuber. And even if they see me as that, guess what? Guess what I have that they don't? Tons of money in the bank account. Just saying. So that was very, you know, and so it's like almost like you were hating, and I believe you're watching right now. That seemed almost reminiscent of a hater. Because sometimes, let me tell you this, people, and you know what? Y'all need to really listen to me when I say this. Sometimes, folks, and this ain't just to that person, this is just in general. I mean, it's kind of aimed at, not aimed, but it's kind of including that person in this umbrella of what I'm about to say. That sometimes people can seem like they're for you, but all you got to do is read between the lines and what they're saying, and you can really find out your answer within the between the lines of what they're saying. Like my friend from like Allison says, I don't know. Allison must be talking about me because I keep mentioning her. She used to tell me all the time. She says, Tyler, if you give them enough rope, they'll hang themselves. And I never forgot that. There was 2 things she would tell me. She's still alive, by the way. I'm talking about her like she's in past tense, like she's gone or something. No, she's alive. But there's 2 things she would tell me. And there was one thing, one was, Tyler, if you give them enough rope, they'll hang themselves. And the second thing she always used to tell me, because I'm an Aries, I'm impatient, and she says, Tyler, a watched pot never boils. So that's how I go into life right now. That's how I go into life right now. And I keep those sayings in my mind. If you give them enough rope, they'll hang themselves. And I always, and anytime I get impatient, I go, you know, a watch pot never boils. And believe it or not, I wasn't really looking for anything love-wise. And I noticed that every time I'm not looking, it comes in. But when I'm sitting there like focusing on it, because my main focus is, okay, don't you find it strange that a connection comes in right around the time I'm obsessed with the house? Now, I'm not saying that like in a weird way. What I'm saying is, what's been my main focus for the last 4 or 5 months? What? Hello? Exactly. And then, like clockwork, something comes in. So that's what I'm realizing. Anytime that I focus on something, it didn't work. And that's why I know what she means now. When a watch pot never boils. And so I get it. I get it, Allison. I get it. And so that's the thing. And whether it works or not, at least I got to experience something. Because I'm gonna tell you, Las Vegas was dry as a motherfucker. Not just the weather, but also the love life. So, but yeah, that's all I can say. And you can take it or leave it. And for you parasocial stalkers that think me and you got something going on, and you ain't never met me a day in my life, how we got something going on? I ain't never met you a day. I don't know what you smell like, look like. I don't know if you got a jungle down there, or I don't know what's going on. So I'm saying, like, stop playing. But anyways, but yeah. And so I can't believe I just had a crying moment. I'm stupid. Let me tell you, if you want to preoccupy, that's a good observation, Madeline, right there. Right there. If you want to take your mind off of life and you have the means, the motive, and the opportunity and the money, get you a big giant estate or a mansion, whatever you want to call it. Believe me, you'll stay occupied like a motherfucker because I'm not anywhere near where I want to be as far as decorations. There's curtains that I want that I'm waiting to get. It's like there's you'll try to focus on, okay, my first thing I tackled was the theater. I put a ton of money into this, tons, life-changing amount into it. They had all this old stuff in there in the control room, right? Then my second priority was the pool. So I started one thing at a time. Then I started on the beds. In fact, I have two more beds I gotta get. But okay, no, wait, what is it? Four, wait, one, two, three. Okay, three of the bedrooms have beds, and the reason why those have beds because we already have a concept for those rooms, like as far as the decorations. And the ones that don't have beds, I'm still figuring out the concept, like how I want to decorate it, what I want it to look like. Because I feel like if I jump the gun, I'm gonna end up getting a bed that doesn't go with the theme I want to go for. So, but I already know the theme I wanted for my room. My mama's, well, she knew what she wanted for her room, and then my sister has the concept for hers. That's why they have beds. And then I start working on like the little like decorations for the rooms. And my sister wants to get a couch for her room. So I have to like start, but I'm trying to take it one day at a time. But if you want to stay busy and take your mind off life, get you a big house. It's like a big canvas that you can work on. And believe me, you won't have time for shit. Your mind ain't gonna have time. What is that? An idle mind is what is that? I forget what it is, but idle mind is the devil's playground or something like that. I forget the exact saying. But yeah. But just visit. It's just like visit. But, I can't say more. I don't want to jinx anything. The last time that I started talking about my relationship from 2022, I can't remember the exact time. That's how you know it wasn't that significant, for me at least. The last time I talked about that one, I talk about it more on OnlyFans, what happened with that connection, about the dog. Remember that? Some of you that watch over there. That, as soon as I announced, not as soon as I announced, it was like, almost like I announced it and then it just kind of went sour. It's like a downhill thing after and I'm like, I fucking jinxed it. So I figured, and the only reason I'm doing this because I'm being watched, and I kind of alluded the other day that I was, I kind of played the Tyler Terrell character, and it kind of hurt the person's feelings, and so I am not single. All right. So this is me doing my due diligence. All right. So there it is. Because the unfortunate things is, when I'm in a friends with somebody or for like romantic, the problem is they can sit and watch Tyler Terrell, and I'll be that character Tyler Terrell that don't like nobody, don't want to connect to nobody, then they get offended by what I say. I thought we had a connection outside of Tyler Terrell. That's a persona. Why are you upset about what Tyler Terrell's saying? Because that persona is, I don't like nobody, don't talk to me, and get away from me. And you're a bitch, bastard, and you should be threw out of a moving car going 100 miles per hour on the freeway. Why is that bothering you? That's a persona. So, and please don't think that you're watching somebody that's fake. When I say persona, it's not that. It's just that I built up this big, intimidating Tyler Terrell character to the point where it's gotten out of control. It's like the tail starting to wag the dog. That's the best way I could put it. It's like now the tail is wagging the dog. If at one point it was the dog, me, wagging the tail. Now it's the tail wagging the dog. It's like this monster. And it started to grow out of control to the point where it's like, look, I don't want these people to think I'm a punk ass bitch. Because I'll go to fuck off. You already know that. That's my family. In fact, this one, or no, actually, my brother been at this like 2 or 3 times, probably more than that. He says every time I meet one of your subscribers, or if somebody asks me, "Oh, Tyler Terrell's your brother," is he really like that? And Keegan has to go, "Yes, he will cuss your ass out. He will go the fuck off. That is really his. That's really him." He said, "Tyler, I've had to answer that question so many times. They really think that you are just you fake. Like they didn't say fake. He said they really think that you won't snap or that you won't do that." And he says, I have to remind them, yeah, my brother's really like that. Like that's not fake. But I think where the persona comes in is that I just want to seem like I don't need nobody, you know? So, anyways, I'm kind of ranting right now. But yeah, I just thought I'd give y'all a life update, and I want to kind of, you know, clarify things. So, but yeah, I've had friends before get pissed off and feel some type of way because I said in a live stream, yeah, fuck friends. I don't need no friends. I don't have no friends. Literally, they get all upset about that. Why are you so important? Why are you being important for? Clearly, I'm your friend if I'm sitting there talking to you when the camera turns off. Clearly, I am. And I've had some get like literally butt hurt. So so well, thank you, Amanda, and likewise. I can't believe I just whined. Can y'all believe that? I'm gonna leave this up because I'm gonna show real. I'm gonna let real happen. Let's let let's let real life happen. What about that? Let's let real life happen. And you know what's so funny? I ain't even an emotional person like that where I cry. I love how some smartass said when I was in teary moment. They said crying in the shower, Tyler, stop playing with me. Okay, I was about to say make a point and I just totally lost it. But some smartass said, Tyler, crying in the shower. Would y'all stop? Y'all are funny. Y'all are really funny. But let's let real happen. Let's let real happen. Let's let real happen. But I make a vouch. Whether this lasts long or not, it's not gonna be like the last connection where I just totally stopped uploading. No. We can have fun times, but I gotta do my work. That's no, because Tyler Tarot is the thing that changed my life. It's the thing that keeps me afloat. And not just financially. Being Tyler Tarot has healed me as a person. It's healed my family. It's brought my family closer. It's it's changed their lives. It bought my mama a brand new car paid off. It helped my mama see the West Coast. She never got to travel outside of Georgia, and guess what? She got to see the West Coast because of Tyler Tarot, the business, not me, Tyler Tarot. It it literally it buys my nieces and nephews anything they want, and it's changed so many lives. Tyler Tarot is the gift that kept on giving, and so it didn't just change my life; it changed my mama's life. It seeing her sitting there crying, like ugly crying about that card. Y'all see that video? That's the only time I was happy to make my mama cry. And it's y'all that did that. Like, yeah, I did the work, but if it wasn't for y'all tuning in and watching my crazy ass and doing and tolerating my antics, that never would have happened. And so it's bought me cyber trucks. It's bought me 2 Teslas. It's bought me 2 houses. And it just y'all got to believe in the unbelievable. And this is the message I always give to people, even like friends. You got to believe that you can do something with your life. And it kills me when people say, "Well, I'm thinking about starting this," or "I've been wanting to start this." Don't start it tomorrow. Don't start it in 2 weeks. Don't start it a year from now. Start it yesterday. So I'm saying you got to put the ball. And a lot of people get discouraged because they don't get overnight success. You know, they don't get overnight success, and so. But yeah, you're on Tyler Talks right now. So if you want to subscribe to over here, subscribe. I may start to. I ain't uploaded on Tyler Talks in forever, have I? It's been like over a year, about a year. So I'm gonna say something. I shouldn't say this. I don't think she'll care. Who wants me to say something? Okay. All right, gotcha. I'm not gonna go into the full history of this, but my family has not had the best track record as far as like we've had a lot of like strife and pain, right? And I will not go into the exact stuff. But when I bought my mother the car, my friend told me, "This is a symbol of healing for your mother. That's why she was so emotional." I said, "Really? I didn't think of that way. I didn't think of it that way, right?" She said, "Yeah, it was a symbol of healing. That's why she was so, it's not just a car, it was a symbol of healing." And I'm not gonna go into the details. It ain't nothing too crazy. Don't start letting your mind run away. Looks like everybody has everybody has some type of trauma with their parents on some level, whether to an extreme level or to like a mid level or a light level. Everybody has some type of family issue, right? But I shit you not, about maybe 6 months after I bought my mom the car, one day we're talking and we are in the car actually when she said this. And she says, when I knew you had forgiven me when you bought me that car, I knew you had forgiven me when you bought that car. hmm What is going on with me tonight? I can't be doing this. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about all my family issues, family trauma. And my friend Jennifer, she literally had told me, and Mama didn't even tell me this at first. Jennifer said, "This is a sign of," she said, "This is your mother. This is more than a car to your mother. This is like a symbol of healing." And 6 months after I bought her the car, maybe 6 months, I'm horrible with time frame, but about 6 months afterwards, we're sitting in the car and she says, "I knew you had forgiven me when you got me that car." She said, "That car told me you forgave me." So when y'all watch that video back, you'll have a different outlook on it when you watch that car video when I bought her the car. So yeah, I need to get off here. I think I'm a little too. This house has brought out new emotions, good emotions, not bad ones. Good. I've been over the moon in this house. I've been at my happiest. I smile for no reason. I'm thankful. And if there is a God out there, he definitely helped me get here. He's brought me through the trials and tribulations of life. And so, and I'm not the most religious person, but something was looking out for me. I know I have an elevator. Can you believe that? Am I crazy? Every day I get in that thing, I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. And I find reasons to get on it. Not just being lazy, I find reasons to get on it. "Oh, Tyler, you left. You need to go give Mango an extra pecan, or pecan, however you say it. Let me go give him the pecan. Let me go floor 3. Let me go press floor 3 and go up there." And so, even though he gets hella snacks all day and every day, that's all he does is snack. But yeah, this is probably one of my most realist lives in a while. Would you agree with that? I mean, in a non-OnlyFans way, wouldn't you pretty much consider this one of the most vulnerable lives I've done in a while? So I would. So and I'll give you one little extra tidbit, which is actually funny. Mango actually tried to bite the individual. Yeah, and that's all I'll say. But from now on, lock in the cage when company's here. Yeah. So yeah, Mango. So if the breakup ain't because of me, if it's a breakup, it's because of Mango. Just saying. And that's all I'll say. Mango bites everybody. But it's like, damn, Mango, stop. But yeah, all right. And that's the last tidbit I'll give you. I can't give you no more because I'm not jinxing nothing this time. So, um, but yeah, so oh, I'll never introduce anybody to this channel for the person that just said that. I don't I'll talk about this more on OnlyFans, but I don't feel like I'm at that stage no, that's just too much. I can tell you about it, but I don't, and it's not for anybody. I just don't want Tyler Terrell to really interfere or to mingle with my personal life. Yeah, I tell you about my personal life, but I feel like that's too intrusive, you know? Like if it got to marriage, maybe one day if I ever marry, then that's when I would, introduce. But not no. It's gotta be something solid. So I'm saying? And so only that day will come when something's like solid. Like where I know it's locked down. Where there's rings. You see what I'm saying? Like that's when that would happen. And I don't feel like that's gonna happen anytime soon. You know? And so that's, yeah. But there's my vulnerable video for tonight. Give me 1 second, y'all, okay? Y'all wanna take the elevator with me? I can do magic. That's right, Lisa Duck. My house is so messy. I got bags laying everywhere. I got to clean this damn theater up. I clean it, y'all, and it gets messed up in a day or so, and it's only me doing it. I can't blame that feathery freak weirdo up there biting everybody. Mango was trying to cock block. But Mango didn't succeed. That's all I'll say. And due to that, I'm gonna go up there and spank him right now for that shit. I was mortified when Mango did that. Mortified. Then he attacked two of my friends. I can't say friends no more, but tried to attack them. Anyways, let's see. I'm gonna go up there and choke that bitch. Give me 1 second. I've enjoyed Mango at the core. I've enjoyed Mango, but Mango's crazy. Like he don't attack me. He attacks people that are here. He even tried to bite Mama. Mama came to see him, and the bitch tried to attack. How you gonna attack the one? Well, not one, but how you gonna attack the person that loves you more than anything? Mango, you've gotten crazy. Like he don't attack me no more. He attacks other people. Now he's like Team Tyler, and he's attacking people. Like when he attacked the love interest, then attacked the damn two of these people that are over here. I can't say friends no more because y'all know how that played out. And get this, they had kids. One was holding a baby. And I'm like, thankfully he didn't bite. But I'm like, oh my God, I would have been mortified. And Mama said, you know what? And I told her what happened with the two incidences, right? with the friends and then the love thing. And well, she said, what you need to do is get that sign that I got on my door where it says he does my bird bites or something like that, and just give them a warning. That way they don't try to like sue you or something. I said, true, good point. And so, well, I think Mango wants to stay here. Even she said it. She said, I miss him. I love him. I'll take him back anytime you don't want him. I said, actually, Mom, I like him here. So I like him. I know some people are gonna get mad about this video. When I say some people, like there's these people, and you may not believe this, because I know some of y'all don't think I'm that attractive. I get it. But there's people that do find me attractive, being fat and all. And they believe we have a parasocial relationship. And anytime I say something about maybe a sex thing or like anything that alludes to anything, they go insane. Elevator. They go insane. And so I'll never ever be able to grasp the concept of somebody you've never met before, you're in love with. And to add insult to injury, you've never met me, we've never crossed paths, we've never even talked on the phone, but you feel like we're in a relationship. I can see one thing, having a crush, but when you get to a point where you're saying things like, well, I want to leave my spouse for you, or you can have my spouse if you want her because she's so obsessed with you, or like literally, I've had men and women have a parasocial relationship with me, and it's like, you don't know me from a can of paint. Yeah, I have an elevator in my house, I sure do. You don't know me from a can of paint. Let me go turn that damn fireplace off because I'm tired of my gas bill being extra high because of that pilot light. That's 1 second. How do I turn that off? I don't know. I know the lights. Oh, I can't show my fat, flabby arm. I didn't expect them to leave Mama either. That was a shock to me, really. I ain't gonna lie, that was a shock. A shock of the century, hell. 1 second. I need the light from the phone, 1 second. How the hell you turn that off? No way, it has a low and high button, no way. Let's see what it does. Cool, so it had a high, okay. I think I figured it out. I might have. 1 second. How do you turn this bitch off? Oh, it's that simple. This whole time I've been over dramatic. Thank God, it's easy. That means I can turn on the easy. Oh God. Oh, fuck it. It's that easy though? I did not think it'd be that easy. But anyways, fireplace off, okay. All right, good. Because the pilot light stays on, but you turn it on and off by light switch. But I just turned the flame, because my gas bill was extra high. I'm like, I'm telling you, it's because they run 24/7. So, oh, you like this? I cried earlier in the live, but you know, life is changing for me, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go in a second. Let me go turn that other fireplace off because I'm tired of high gas bills. I'm tired of it. Let me make sure that heater's off. I bet that motherfucker's, let's see. I bet that bitch is on. Watch. It sure is. This is what I hate about a mansion. It's like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Okay, my gas bill was like only 60, 70 bucks when I first moved in, right? But then as things started getting cold, I left my heater on I don't usually use heat. I rarely use heat. I meant that when I said I rarely use heat. But that bitch was $700 this month. And last month it was like really cheap. And I'm like, oh, it's because guess what? And I figured out what the issue was. I left the heater running on the second floor the whole entire month. And I didn't realize it because I barely use the second floor. I go straight from the elevator all the way up to my floor. Or sometimes I'll take the steps. I don't stay on the second floor long enough to realize it. And the shit was on all month. Ran the bitch up to like literally over 700 bucks. I'm like, oh, is that a gas leak? I'm like, no, it's not that because this shit's on and that shit was on all month. Let's turn your ass off too. Believe it or not, the electric bill is nothing. Like the electric bill is like a piece of cake. You would think with an elevator that it would be like extra. No, like I pay more in Las Vegas for my electricity than I do here. Now, how do you turn you off? This place has way too many fucking fireplaces, man. And they're complex as hell. Man, that, son. 1 second. Well, thank you. Let's see, I hope that. I think that's off. It sure is. No, it's not. Let me take this off. Okay. I'm scared a bug's gonna come out. Let's see. 1 second. All right. How do you turn the motherfucker off? Off pilot. Oh, there's an off button. Wait. Let me try these. I'm tired of these high-ass gas bills. Oh, okay, no, not that. Oh, that's the, okay, ignition button. Okay, it's off. Woo! Thank God. Okay, these things run all month. Unless you turn them off in the inside. They're all by light switch. But how you keep the light switch working like that is you keep the pilot light on. That way when you turn it on, it's on. So, okay. So that waste of gas is now gone. Next source, turn off the pool heater. It's like a fucking checklist just to figure out what the shit. Lord, I'm tired. Why the hell did I get this big ass house? Whew. I'm still learning about it. I didn't find out about the damn, I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that room, sorry. But I found out about a certain part of this house way after I moved in. Yeah. Then I figured out there was another part of the house I didn't even know about literally fairly recently. I'm like, what? I mean, it has secrets. It has secrets. I wish I could see it wouldn't shock me that like soon I come across another thing that I haven't seen. What was it that I discovered? What was that? I had discovered something recently what was that? Fuck, I don't know. I forget. See, it's so much going on, I can't remember. I was shocked by it. There was something I discovered recently. See, I've been discovering a lot of new things that it's hard to keep up with the ones it'll come to me, but I can't remember. But the place is so fucking big. I didn't know about a certain location until I had moved in like 2 months afterwards. And the only reason I found out about it is because of the service people who have serviced this house before. And I said, what? They go, yeah, look. And I can't say nothing about it, but it shocked the living fuck out of me. And they were like, you didn't know this was here? I was like, no. And I'm like, what? And so, yeah. And that's how I found out about it. It was because of the people that have already serviced this house. They informed me about it. And you should have seen my fucking face. I was in shock. How do you live in a house where you don't even know a certain place is there? And I'm walking by this place every day. That was strange. I wish I could find the blueprints of this bitch, because I guarantee you there's other things I haven't noticed. I haven't found out about it. Then what was that I come across the other day that shocked the fuck out of me? I can't remember what it is. I guess it wasn't that important because I can't remember it, but I literally came across it and I literally had a face plant moment. What the fuck was it? It's driving me crazy now. What was it that I came across? I came across something. I can't remember. But it wasn't that significant, but it was significant enough for it to kind of like mark on my brain. But yeah, anyways. anyways. But yeah. So Amanda, did you, one second. Amanda, did you like my house? For real? I love my house. Rachel was like, "Oh, I loved your house in person. It's so beautiful. In person, I loved it." But yeah. But y'all, thank you, priest. Thank you, man. I'm glad you liked it. And thank y'all so much for giving me this life. Because you know one thing I can't stand is an influencer. I don't care what genre of influencing they do, whether it's makeup, tarot, whether it's what hell, murder mystery, ghost hunting, whatever it is they do. I can't stand influencers that never take time to stop and say, thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for tuning in. And would you give me credit? Be real about it though. Would you give me credit that I always frequently stop and say, thank you so much? Oh, you're welcome, man. Thank you for coming. I know what got me here. Now, can I say, oh, it was because I actually put the action toward doing Tyler's Tarot, and that's, you found it? Yeah. I ignited the flame. But if it wasn't for y'all coming here, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. You wouldn't be in this live stream. I'd be some random unknown somewhere. And so I'm highly aware of that. And when people try to call me out for being arrogant, how you been, Lily Pop? I ain't seen you in a while. It's good to hear from you. When y'all call me, well, not y'all, but when people call me out for being arrogant, they don't realize that this is coming from, you took a poor Southern boy and put him in a fucking mansion. You took someone that used to live in the trailer park and the government projects, and you put him in a mansion. You've given him 2 fucking luxury cars. So who ain't gonna be happy about that? Who ain't gonna be like, of course I want to show that, because that's like really, that's a big accomplishment. So instead of looking at it from arrogance, won't you see it as being grateful? I'm grateful. I have gratitude. I'm back, sorry. Yeah, I'm back, sorry. Yeah, so I don't like an influencer that sits and just like constantly advertises and does their content great. Stay on top of your content, all that. But do you ever stop and thank the people that are supporting you? It almost seems like they forgot what got them there. And so I don't like that. That's very weird to me. So it's very strange to me. Very, very strange. Very, very strange to me. I love my steps. But yeah. Well, thank you for saying that. Too too cute for words. And I'm gonna let y'all go. Yeah, I have a jacuzzi. Oh, just remind me, Lily Pop, I gotta turn the jacuzzi off, the heater. I'm sitting here talking about a high gas bill, and I got the damn pool heater on. So 1 second. I'm gonna have a cigarette real quick. I rarely have cigarettes, but I do sometimes. A whole pack will last me like a month. I just like when I go outside, I just smoke cigarettes. Cigarette. Hell, I don't even smoke a full one. Hell, that's my choice, my body. I'm gonna die one day anyway. Who gives a fuck? Hell, why not speed it up faster? No, not really. No, I don't smoke. I don't smoke weed. Yep, I got a jacuzzi. See? Look at it all steamy. I gotta turn. He just fixed it yesterday. And the reason it's on right now is because I wanted to make sure it was actually working. He's right, he fixed it. He sent me a text saying, he said, okay, fixed, done. And I gave him a thumbs up and I didn't test it until now, or till tonight. And there's the finished product. He's got it up and running. Now I did tell him that I want my jets to be a lot stronger, like the one in Las Vegas that I have. But this will do for now. Because sometimes the bubbles get annoying. So I think that's kind of calm, but it's still got a jet. You know what I'm saying? You still see what it does. So I'm gonna let y'all go. That looks like those rooms are connected. Believe it or not, that's the first floor, second floor, third floor. But it looks like those two are connected, but it's not. That's a whole nother room to itself. This is the second living room, or what do you want to call that? That is insane. Outrageous. That is outrageous. Fucking outrageous. All right. With that being said, you all have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all. See ya.